This was supposed to be a demonstration against new police powers. Instead, it descended into violent clashes. France is a frustrated country, under curfew for 12 hours a day, and so far hobbled by a sluggish vaccine rollout. That frustration boiled over. What started as a good-natured demonstration about the shortcomings of the way the French government has handled this pandemic has now degenerated into a series of very angry conflicts between the demonstrators and the French riot police.
So I like to get the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. And the scripture says, "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, and not where and who is he." So again, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation." So again, 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." Right? So you can see that taking place as we speak, as a lot of uproars of the people. Right? A lot of people coming against their governors, their presidents, their mayors, due to the COVID-19, due to restrictions, due to all these current things that's taking place, right? And it's all prophesied, and that's what, brothers has been bringing out is prophecies that's going into these things, right? The scripture says that there should be uproars of the people, right? This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the times diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people and the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." Because like the scripture says, the Most High have declared the end from the beginning. Well, let's get it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 10. Salakia. The book of Isaiah 46 and 10, and the scripture says, "Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures," man. So again, all these things are prophesied within the scriptures, right? About people coming up against people coming up against their governors, mayors, presidents, senators, what else, man? You have your your mayors, and things such as that. And that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. This is Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 9. It says, "And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another." Is what does it say? It says, "All friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself unto his secret chambers." Right, going back into the book of Amos chapter 8 verse 11, going into the famine of the word. Right, so hey, these things are coming to fruition, man. All the things that are spoken of in the scriptures, all of these things are prophecy. Right.
The day had started with a march protesting not just about police powers, but also about the government, about its management of the pandemic.
There's frustration here.
So I was saying before, they're coming up against their governments, their governors, their mayors, their senators, their Congress. They're coming up against them, right? We just read that in the scriptures, right? Let's keep going.
France, because people think we aren't doing things as well as other countries. Personally, I think it's a good thing that we're a bit behind. It allows us to see how things work and that things go well before really rolling out a wide-scale vaccination program.
France's vaccination program started incredibly slowly, but it's now accelerated. That sense of sluggishness still haunts, though, not just in France, but across most of the continent.
Und ohne Zweifel war der Start auch schwierig.
Without a doubt, the start was also difficult in recent weeks.
Frust entstanden, was
A lot of frustration has arisen regarding the hotlines. Frustration has arisen regarding the question of deliveries. Why more isn't being delivered? I also understand the impatience well, very well.
And then layer into...
So this is the book of Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." So again, many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the latter time. Salakia. "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." And these people are very prideful. Very prideful people.
It's an argument between the European Union and AstraZeneca, and you have the ingredients for real geopolitical tension. Maybe that's why the European Commission blundered into its hasty decision over the Irish border. Officials wanted to look decisive and strong. Instead, they've since been vilified.
I think the starting point is very simple on this. This virus is transnational, it's cross-border. That's why cooperation on vaccines has to be transnational and cross-border as well. I think it was a mistake. Good that the Commission pulled it out. I do think they should even think about apologizing.
This has been a chastening experience for the European Commission and its president, Ursula von der Leyen. There are now diplomats around Europe wondering just how good a leader she really is. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Paris.
Right, so I like to say,
Each of us.
Salakia, I like to say Barak Hawa, Barak Hawa Shah, Barak Hawa, Barak Hawa Shah, Bahashir Makahakadash, the bonus, the apostles and elders of GMS, and citations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Muathla Bible, which is death to Babylon, and Lord willing, this was edifying for you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom.